Last one. There you go. Now we should be able to, well, actually put it back, because this is the first one that needs to go in the pinball. So let's do that. I'm going to give it a final clean underneath. I can see some stuff here that's dirt. We'll give this a final clean and put it back on the pinball. Right, that's the second one done. This is the original. So you can see it's all fairly rusted and there's holes everywhere in it. This is the one I've just done. I'm just cleaning it now. I might just clear coat it just in case. It's gonna be the side I have down. It's not completely uniform. It's really hard to get a uniform kind of haze, but I'll see if I can clear coat it. You can see the difference. One is shiny, one isn't quite. Maybe if I polished it first. Interesting. Here on this side, didn't quite take in some areas. It's probably because they're recessed, because where I drilled the holes, they actually sunk in, and the sandpaper didn't quite get in there. It's okay. I'll use this side. I'll see if I can clear coat it, see if it gives a bit more shine. If not, I'll try to polish the next one and see if I get a better result. Yeah, clear coating it will give me a better shine on this. This is the original one. This is with a clear coat, so perfect. So I'm starting to put things back together, and I'm definitely glad that I took a few pictures, because even with that, it can be tricky. Trying to figure out where this guy goes. I think it goes somewhere here, isn't it, or something like that. It's gonna sit on top of over here somewhere. Yeah, it can only go one way, but it takes a while, even with the photos I've taken to put everything back. But look at that, look how clean and good this looks. These are looking mighty, I have to say. Yeah, I'm glad I took the time to remake them, because and not actually buy them. They can be pricey to buy, whether they're repros or not, actually. So plus shipping, plus all of that. And the problem with this is most things are available, but a lot of them are available from different sites. So you just get hit with shipping every time, and not living in the US make things worse. I know there's stuff available in Europe, and I've bought stuff from Europe, but still, I mean, you know, there's some parts that I just couldn't find. So I'm glad I took the time to repair this guy. I'm seeing another crack here. I need to fix that before I move on. Look how good these looks though. All clean. Yeah, I'm gonna fix that. Or do I? It doesn't actually bother me that much. Oh yeah, because once it's lit up, it's gonna show through the. There's a light here, and the light is just gonna show through. I need to fix this. Not a big deal. Right, that's another section done. This is the flap is just redone here, all installed back. I actually missed a crack here, and it's.
Here's what I found.
Thank you, Google, whatever. I still have one ramp here, that big kind of ramp. This one here, over there. I've this guy that goes here that cover all this section, and we have the back here to put back. But I still have another flap. I thought I was done with the flaps. I have another one to do. It's the same process I've just shown anyway, so I'm not going to show that. And I think I have, yeah, these screws, bolts to clean, and a hole to drill here, just to so I can fasten this this fella here. And there should be, where does it go? There's a light here, should go here, and it should screw on this. But yeah, it's getting there, and it's looking a lot better by the minute. I still have these to clean. I'll do that afterwards. I'm going to just finish the playfield here. I'll clean those, and I'm waiting for this guy to properly dry. I might do well, it's not I might, it's I will do a wet sand just to get rid of that kind of those bumps. Final coat, another wet sand, and I'll be ready to paint, hand paint all the artwork on it, and then we can put that blue thing over here, and hopefully bring the the playfield back onto the pinball. I'm still waiting for the legs to be powder coated, hopefully by tomorrow or the day after. Alright, we got the last ramp back on this. Let me switch the light on here. Yeah, this is looking very nice indeed. So there's still one piece here, which is where is it? It's this guy here. A couple of things happen. I didn't expect any problems with this, but I did. The paint started peeling off as soon as I tried to varnish it, and well, that's probably due to a couple of reasons. First, the varnish doesn't quite agree with this type of paint. It's probably not metal paint, and I hadn't put a primer because I didn't think it needed one. So I stripped it the back, sanded it properly by hand, just to make sure I sanded every piece, every corner, just to provide just a good grip for an actual primer. So I put a metal primer, and now this is my first very light coat. You can see the black primer underneath, very light coat of that blue paint underneath. Looking at this, it's not quite going to match, but I mean, well, we'll see after a few coats, because there's that black primer, so it appears a lot darker. Actually, this goes the other way like this. Come on. It goes in this way, but it'll be somewhat acceptable, I'd say. Yeah, it won't be too bad. But there you go, especially considering this is going to be painted as well. I still need to paint, so there's still a few days. I'm going to wait at least 24 hours between each coat, so it's still tacky here. I'm going to wait until the top coat is actually just dry, as opposed to just estimating it. Like I painted every 12 hours, but it's just not enough for this type of paint, so especially on metal. So we'll take our time. It's probably take a week just for that piece. But this is the last part, and then we'll be able to move this back into the pinball once I get the legs, of course. But look at this. So here is the restored playfield inside the cab, and here's the cab standing up in my gym here. So there's no room for this in my arcade room, and the more I looked at it, the more, and I measured everything, and it's not going to fit in the arcade room because with the topper it's too high. And there's a dome that comes over that, so it's just about going to clear here. I'm not even sure how I'm going to fit the dome on this once I get it. I'm not going to get it for now, and I probably won't get it when I'm making these videos. I'll get it in time, but to be honest, it's not too urgent. So I've got everything in there, and I had a bit of a bad news. So when I powered it, it worked for the first time, and then I put everything back in, powered it again, it worked, and then died. And I think the bad news was this board. This board was just it was quite corroded, and it didn't look too bad at first. And I tried to remove a couple of the ICs here, and you can see the traces lifted straight away as soon as I applied some heat onto the pads. The traces lifted. So yeah, this is gonna be bit of a pain to fix. I got a replacement one. I got a Rotten Dog one, which we'll see in a second, but I'm still gonna try and fix it. There's only a few traces. Now, the most traces on these two ICs are gone, and I'm still not sure what the issue is with this board, so I'll see. I'll put it on the side for now, and I'll consider fixing it down the line. It'll be handy to have a spare one. In the meantime, I got, let me put this aside here. In the meantime, I got this Rotten Dog here, connected everything, which took time. I won't lie to you, and I still have the issue with these sound connectors, so I have no sound, but I'll fix that in a second. I'm gonna use some Molex connectors for this, but here you go. I can show you. And there you go. We have lights. So I have some just various lights here that I had left over just to see that everything was working. I will change these in time, so no panic here. Though it kind of looks good with all these different colors. I don't really have much in lieu of a GI in general here. I see some stuff here, and all the stuff that's accessible from under directly aren't. I haven't changed any of these, so most of the lights aren't working. But there you go. It's powering on at least. You can. I have in batteries, so the factory settings aren't saved. If we reset, we can actually just start a new. There's this guy and enter test report. No, I just want to. There you go. We can credit. Can we? Oh, I think we credit here. Yeah, there you go. 3, 4. And we can start a game. There's actually a ball stuck over there, so it won't start. Not right now. This guy here isn't quite working. I see this guy isn't flashing when it should. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff we still need to do. So this is not the end of this restoration. This thing's not quite working right yet, but at least it's back. It's rust free and it's powering, and I am so happy. And look at the topper here. You can't even, from here, yeah, you can't even know, like, tell that it's been changed. I'm seeing some bulbs not quite working. I'm gonna have to have a look at that. But other than that, yeah, pretty happy. So I'm going to reconnect the sound for now at least, and start looking at some of the stuff. See, this flasher there isn't working, that yellow flasher. It should be flashing as far as I know. Anyway, let's keep working. There you go, folks. This is well, pretty much the end of this restoration. This pinball is is working. It's in great working condition now. There's still a handful of issues I need to look into. But yeah, look at that. I changed all the light bulbs, added some small GI, not a lot. I don't like this overly glowing GI. There's a couple of changes I need to make to the light bulbs here. You see, they have those white ones normally when you get one of the kit. And I tried the blue here, and because these markers are blue, they look nicer. So I'll change this to blue. I probably will change this to blue as well, just a light blue. I like this area, just the way it lights up. Except, see these white ones here. They should light these guys red, a lot brighter. I don't like the white ones, so I'll change these to red. But I think that's it. That's all the changes I will do. A lot of people like to have all the just very blue-ish glow over here. I think that's a bit overkill in general. I think people overdo it with GI, and I certainly did in my other pinball. But anyway, so things I fixed. Well, a lot of it I forgot now. There was a couple of flippers not quite working, and I still need to adjust this one. It's just a bit too high. See, it's not aligned properly. This is an easy one to do. The only really last issue I have is with this topper, with this knocker. It actually activates 3 times, so I think there's probably something wrong with the optos. I need to clean them and just check that. Maybe at some point do the board, an overall on the board that works all that, but it's working. You can just play. You can hear the topper just activating a few times there. Anyway, I won't try and play, but there you go. There was a couple of lights not working here. These weren't flashing. Fixed all that really. There was a few just wires loose, not connected properly. I resoldered all of that, but it's all working. Anyway, folks, this is the end of this restoration. It certainly took a while. This has been 3 months. Working on it pretty much every day. I still have a couple of things to do. I want to get that topper dome. I want to get that missing rock mod. Some people have made a rock for this area, which is kind of cool. Yeah, there's a couple of things still, but this is not more restoration and this is more maintenance than restoration.
And man, do I know this pinball inside out now. Yeah, this was quite a project, and I'm getting hooked on pinballs, I have to say. This was fun, because it has sort of everything. It has the electronics part, it has the electric, it has the just the mechanical, and then all the shed fixing and all that kind of stuff, woodwork, metalwork. Yeah, I'm gonna see if I can look for another project like that. I'd love to fully restore another one. It's heap of fun, and yeah, loved every minute of it. Anyway, folks, thank you for watching. I hope this was interesting. As usual, you know, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, you'll find me there. There's also a Patreon if you want to help the channel, and a Discord server if you want to chat. Folks, I'll see you next time.